The Sun makes a full orbit around the Milky Way every 225 million years. Mercury has almost no atmosphere to scatter sunlight, so skies are black. Venus reflects about 70% of sunlight, making it very bright. Mars appears red because of iron oxide dust. Jupiter's auroras are much stronger than Earth's. Saturn's rings may eventually disappear in 100 million years. Uranus was discovered in 1781 by William Herschel. Neptune was the first planet predicted by math before discovery. Pluto's heart-shaped glacier is made of nitrogen ice. The Sun's diameter is about 109 times Earth's. The Sun converts 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium per second. A solar flare can release more energy than billions of nuclear bombs. The solar wind creates tails on comets. Mercury's surface is heavily cratered like Earth's moon. Venus has surface pressures 92 times greater than Earth's. Mars once had flowing rivers and seas. Jupiter's core may be made of metallic hydrogen. Saturn's density is so low it could float in water. Uranus has seasons lasting 21 years each. Neptune radiates more heat than it receives from the Sun. The Moon's surface is covered in fine dust called regolith. Earthshine makes the dark side of the Moon faintly glow. The Apollo astronauts left retroreflectors on the Moon. Sunlight takes 5.5 hours to reach Pluto. Neptune's moon Triton orbits backward. Some exoplanets are called hot Jupiters. A brown dwarf is a failed star. Some stars pulsate in brightness. The North Star, Polaris, will not always be the pole star. Earth's axis wobbles slowly over 26,000 years. Solar eclipses can last up to 7 minutes. Lunar eclipses can turn the moon red. Light from distant galaxies shows redshift. Radio telescopes detect invisible cosmic waves. The first black hole image was captured in 2019. Gravitational waves confirm Einstein's predictions. Some galaxies spin faster than expected, hinting at dark matter. Interstellar space is not empty, but filled with plasma. The observable universe has a horizon. Beyond it, we cannot see. A neutron star can weigh more than the Sun, but be only 20 kilometers wide. Earth is the only known planet with liquid oceans on the surface. Ocean tides are strongest during full and new moons. Earthquakes can trigger landslides. The San Andreas Fault runs through California. The Pacific Ring of Fire circles the Pacific Ocean with volcanoes. The largest earthquake ever recorded was magnitude 9.5 in Chile. The Yellowstone supervolcano could cover the US in ash if it erupted. Iceland sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge. The Great Rift Valley is splitting Africa slowly. Earth's crust is made mostly of oxygen and silicon. Granite is a common continental rock. Basalt is the main volcanic rock in oceans. Soil contains billions of microorganisms. The Amazon releases water vapor that forms its own rain. Desert animals adapt to conserve water. Cacti store water in thick stems. Antarctica is colder than the Arctic because it's higher in elevation. The Sahara was green 10,000 years ago. Sand dunes can migrate kilometers over time. Glaciers can move several meters per day. Permafrost covers about 24% of northern hemisphere land. Melting icebergs don't raise sea level, but melting ice sheets do. Earth's albedo measures how much sunlight it reflects. The highest recorded ocean wave was 30 meters tall. Lightning creates glassy tubes called fulgurites. Hurricanes lose energy when moving over land. Tornado Alley is in the central US. The eye of a hurricane is calm. Tsunamis are caused by undersea earthquakes or landslides. The Dead Sea is shrinking due to water diversion. The Great Barrier Reef is visible from space. Coral bleaching is caused by rising water temperature. Algae blooms can poison fish and shellfish. El Niño warms Pacific waters, altering weather worldwide. La Niña cools Pacific waters, also altering weather. The stratosphere contains ozone that blocks UV radiation. Clouds help regulate Earth's climate. Ice ages occur in cycles every 100,000 years. Fossil fuels formed from ancient plants and plankton. Volcano eruptions release sulfur dioxide that cools Earth. Human bodies contain about 5 liters of blood. The heart beats around 3 billion times in a lifetime. Your lungs have a surface area of a tennis court. Your brain consumes about 20% of your oxygen. The cerebellum controls movement and balance. The hippocampus is critical for memory. Nerves use electricity and chemicals to signal. Reflexes bypass the brain for speed. Humans have about 9,000 taste buds. The cornea is the only tissue without blood vessels. Eyelashes keep debris out of eyes. Tears lubricate and protect the eyes. Earwax protects ears from bacteria. The smallest muscle is in the ear. The strongest muscle relative to size is the jaw. The human skeleton has 206 bones. Ligaments connect bone to bone. Tendons connect muscle to bone. The skin renews every month. Sweat is mostly water and salt. Humans shed millions of skin cells daily. DNA coils into 23 pairs of chromosomes. Mitochondria evolved from ancient bacteria. Proteins are made of amino acids. Hormones are chemical messengers. Antibodies target specific invaders. The immune system has memory cells. Red blood cells are shaped like discs. White blood cells can squeeze through vessel walls. Platelets form clots to stop bleeding. The placenta nourishes unborn babies. Newborns have higher heart rates than adults. Babies have more bones that fuse as they grow. Human hair grows about 0.35 millimeters a day. Nails grow faster on the dominant hand. Humans are bipedal mammals. Birds evolved from small dinosaurs. Feathers provide insulation and flight. Fish use gills to absorb oxygen. Amphibians live both on land and in water. Reptiles lay eggs with leathery shells. Mammals nurse their young with milk. Bats use echolocation to navigate. Whales communicate with low-frequency calls. Dolphins recognize themselves in mirrors. Elephants can detect vibrations through feet. Wolves communicate through howls. Ants leave chemical trails for others. Bees buzz at different pitches to signal. Fungi recycle nutrients in ecosystems. Atoms are about 0.1 nanometers wide. A sugar molecule has 45 atoms. Oxygen makes up about half of Earth's crust. Water's molecular weight is 18 grams per mole. Hydrogen bonds hold water molecules together. Ice floats because it is less dense than liquid water. Surface tension lets insects walk on water. Salt lowers water's freezing point. Gas expands when heated. Pressure increases boiling point. Plasma makes up stars and lightning. Liquid helium can climb walls. Sound travels fastest in solids. Heat is motion of atoms and molecules. Cold is the absence of motion. Light is electromagnetic radiation. White light contains all visible colors. Red light has the longest wavelength of visible light. Violet has the shortest. Radio waves carry information across the world. Microwaves vibrate water molecules in food. Infrared is heat we can feel. Ultraviolet can damage DNA. X-rays pass through soft tissues. Gamma rays come from nuclear reactions. Electricity is moving electrons. Voltage pushes electrons forward. Current is the number of moving electrons. Resistance slows electrons. Ohm's law, V equals IR. Magnetism comes from electron spins. Earth's core generates its magnetic field. Energy cannot be destroyed. Kinetic energy is energy of motion. Potential energy is stored energy. Nuclear fission splits atoms to release energy. Nuclear fusion combines them. Entropy increases naturally. Gravity pulls objects toward each other. Time runs slower in stronger gravity. The first digital camera was invented in 1975. The first email attachment was sent in 1992. The first web browser was Mosaic. The first computer virus appeared in 1986. GPS became public in 1983. Wi-Fi was invented in 1997. Bluetooth was named after a Viking king. Smartphones outsell computers. Supercomputers can perform quadrillions of calculations per second. Cloud storage saves data remotely. The internet has more devices than people. 5G networks increase speed 100 times. Quantum computers use entangled qubits. Artificial intelligence learns from data. Neural networks mimic the brain. Self-driving cars use sensors to map roads. Drones are used in agriculture. 3D printers can build houses. Solar farms can power entire cities. Offshore wind farms capture stronger winds. Nuclear plants produce 10% of global electricity. Fusion reactors are being tested worldwide. Lab-grown meat could cut farming emissions. Biodegradable plastics break down naturally. Nanobots may clean arteries. CRISPR corrects defective genes. Artificial organs are used in transplants. Robots assist in surgeries daily. Exoskeletons help workers lift loads. Satellites monitor glaciers. Space probes study asteroids. SpaceX lands rockets for reuse. Virgin Galactic launched suborbital tourism. Blue Origin develops reusable rockets. NASA tests nuclear propulsion. Holograms project floating images. VR helps train surgeons. AR helps mechanics repair engines. AI designs new drugs. Digital twins predict aircraft wear. Robots explore Mars with rovers. Telescopes detect Earth-sized exoplanets. AI predicts natural disasters. Smart fabrics monitor health. Robots farm crops autonomously. Solar paint may coat buildings. Floating solar panels reduce evaporation. Wind kites harvest high-altitude energy. Vertical farms grow food indoors. LED lights save 80% more energy than bulbs. Electric planes are being tested. Space elevators are proposed concepts. DNA can store more data than hard drives. Bioluminescent bacteria light experiments. AI composes music in human styles. Drones plant trees faster than humans. Satellites detect illegal fishing. Cryogenic storage preserves organs. Mercury has the most elliptical orbit of all planets. Venus rotates clockwise, the opposite of most planets. Earth is tilted 23.5 degrees on its axis. Mars has the tallest volcano, Olympus Mons. Jupiter's magnetosphere is the largest structure in the solar system. Saturn's rings are mostly less than 100 meters thick. Uranus rotates once every 17 hours. Neptune completes an orbit in 165 Earth years. Pluto's orbit sometimes brings it closer to the Sun than Neptune. The Moon formed after a giant impact with Earth. Lunar dust is sharp and abrasive. The far side of the Moon has more craters than the near side. The Sun contains 74% hydrogen and 24% helium. Solar energy at Earth's surface is about 1,000 watts per square meter. Sunspots follow an 11-year cycle. The corona of the Sun is visible during eclipses. Halley's Comet last appeared in 1986. The asteroid belt lies between Mars and Jupiter. Some asteroids are over 500 kilometers across. Meteorites can contain amino acids. Comets develop two tails, gas and dust. The Kuiper belt starts at 30 astronomical units from the Sun. The Oort cloud may extend a light year away. Interstellar comets have been observed passing through our system. The Milky Way rotates around its center. Our galaxy's arms are full of star-forming regions. The center of the Milky Way contains Sagittarius A star, a black hole. Andromeda is on a collision course with the Milky Way. Supermassive black holes exist in most galaxies. Star clusters can contain thousands of stars. Open clusters are groups of young stars. Globular clusters contain ancient stars. Supernovae seed the universe with heavy elements. Pulsars spin rapidly and emit beams of light. Quasars can outshine their galaxies. Gamma-ray bursts last from milliseconds to minutes. Dark matter may be 5 times more abundant than visible matter. Dark energy makes up most of the universe. Gravitational lensing magnifies distant galaxies. The cosmic microwave background is uniform to 1 part in 100,000. Earth is the only known planet with liquid oceans. The equator is 40,075 kilometers around. The poles flatten Earth's shape slightly. Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Leap seconds adjust for irregular rotation. Earth's magnetic poles shift over time. Reversals of polarity happen every few 100,000 years. The atmosphere is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Carbon dioxide makes up about 0.04%. The greenhouse effect warms Earth naturally. Without the greenhouse effect, Earth would be frozen. The ozone layer absorbs harmful UV radiation. The troposphere extends about 10 kilometers above Earth. The stratosphere is where planes often fly. Meteors usually burn up in the mesosphere. The thermosphere contains the auroras. The exosphere blends into space. Earth's surface is 29% land, 71% water. Oceans average 3.7 kilometers deep. The deepest ocean is nearly 11 kilometers. Coral reefs protect 500 million people's coastlines. Earth's largest living organism is a fungus in Oregon. The Amazon produces 20% of Earth's oxygen. Dust from Africa fertilizes the Amazon. Antarctica is the coldest continent. The hottest temperature ever recorded was 56.7 degrees Celsius in Death Valley. The coldest was minus 89.2 degrees Celsius in Antarctica. Lightning is hotter than the sun's surface. A bolt of lightning can power 200 houses for a day. The Pacific is the largest ocean. The Atlantic is the second largest. The Indian Ocean is third largest. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest. The Southern Ocean surrounds Antarctica. The Nile is the longest river. The Amazon is the widest. Some lakes are saltier than seawater. Glaciers store most of Earth's fresh water. Volcanoes can cool the planet by blocking sunlight. The Himalayas are still rising. The average adult has about 37 trillion cells. Cells contain DNA in their nuclei. The human genome has 3 billion base pairs. Genes are instructions for proteins. Proteins build and repair tissues. Carbohydrates provide quick energy. Fats store energy. Vitamins regulate chemical processes. Minerals are essential for bones and nerves. Water makes up most of the body. Skin is the body's first defense. White blood cells fight infection. Red blood cells carry oxygen. The heart has 4 chambers. Lungs exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. The brain controls the nervous system. The spinal cord connects brain and body. The liver detoxifies blood. The kidneys filter waste. Muscles contract to move bones. Tendons attach muscles to bones. Ligaments attach bones to each other. The skeleton protects organs. Eyes detect light and color. Ears detect sound and balance. Taste buds detect 5 basic flavors. Noses detect smells with receptors. Humans have 46 chromosomes. Males have XY. Females have XX chromosomes. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of cells. Ribosomes build proteins. The immune system learns to remember threats. Antibodies bind to invaders. Hormones regulate the body. The thyroid controls metabolism. Adrenal glands release adrenaline. The pituitary is the master gland. Humans shed and replace skin constantly. Fingernails grow 3 millimeters a month. Hair grows 1 centimeter a month. Teeth are coated in enamel, the hardest substance in the body. Bones are living, growing tissue. Humans lose about 100 hairs a day. Sweat regulates body temperature. Humans have about 650 muscles. The strongest bone is the femur. The smallest bone is the stapes in the ear. The longest nerve is the sciatic nerve. The brain contains 100 trillion synapses. Sleep is vital for memory formation. Atoms have nuclei of protons and neutrons. Electrons orbit in shells around nuclei. Atomic number is the number of protons. Atomic mass is protons plus neutrons. Isotopes have the same protons, different neutrons. Radioactive isotopes decay over time. Half-life is the time for half a substance to decay. Elements are arranged in the periodic table. Hydrogen is the lightest element. Uranium is the heaviest natural element. Gold is resistant to corrosion. Silver is the best electrical conductor. Copper is used in wires. Iron makes up Earth's core. Oxygen forms water with hydrogen. Carbon is the base of organic molecules. Nitrogen forms proteins. Silicon is used in electronics. Salt is sodium chloride. Water dissolves more substances than any other liquid. Acids donate protons. Bases accept protons. Neutralization produces salt and water. Combustion requires oxygen. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Work is force times distance. Power is work over time. Heat is energy transfer. Conduction requires contact. Convection requires fluid movement. Radiation transfers energy as waves. Sound is vibration of particles. Light is both a wave and a particle. Gravity accelerates all masses equally. Inertia resists changes in motion. Momentum is mass times velocity. Velocity includes direction. Speed does not. Friction resists motion. Pressure is force per area. Density is mass per volume. Archimedes' principle explains buoyancy. Heat expands materials. Cold contracts materials. Absolute zero stops atomic motion. Plasma conducts electricity. Superfluids defy friction. Lasers produce coherent light. Radio waves have the longest wavelength. Gamma rays have the shortest wavelength. Microwaves excite water molecules. The first human flight was in 1903. The first satellite launched in 1957. Humans first reached the moon in 1969. The ISS has been inhabited since 2000. Robots assist in space missions. AI plays strategy games at superhuman levels. Quantum computers use superposition. Smartphones combine phone, camera, and computer. GPS uses at least 4 satellites for accuracy. The Hubble telescope revolutionized astronomy. The James Webb telescope observes infrared. Reusable rockets cut space launch costs. Space tourism is beginning. Solar power converts sunlight to electricity. Wind turbines can power entire towns. Hydropower is renewable energy. Nuclear fission powers plants. Fusion reactors are experimental. CRISPR edits DNA precisely. Biotech grows artificial organs. Nanotech makes stronger materials. Virtual reality creates immersive worlds. Augmented reality overlays digital data. Robots build cars. Drones deliver medicine. Satellites monitor weather and disasters. AI detects cancer in scans. Wearables monitor health signs. Smart homes adjust temperature. Electric cars reduce emissions. Self-driving cars navigate streets. Smart grids optimize electricity. Digital twins simulate systems. AI designs molecules for medicine. Nanobots may repair tissue. Exoskeletons help paralyzed patients. Space mining may provide metals. Solar sails use light pressure. Satellites beam internet globally. Cloud computing powers services. Robots explore volcanoes. Submersibles explore deep oceans. Cryogenics preserves cells. Biodegradable plastics decompose naturally. Smart fabrics monitor hydration. DNA data storage lasts millennia. 3D printers build prosthetics. Lab-grown meat reduces farming impact. Virtual classrooms connect worldwide. AI writes realistic articles. AI generates lifelike images. AI composes symphonies. Robots assemble skyscrapers. Satellites track animal migrations. Exoplanet telescopes search for Earth-like worlds. Smart toilets analyze health. Holograms project 3D images. Robots milk cows. Solar paint turns walls into energy. Space elevators are theoretical projects for orbit.